Hello. I just washed my 1991 Mazda RX7 and waxed it, so I thought I'd make a little video and just tell you a little bit about it. It's a pretty cool car. The convertible, not too many people know about it. It was only made for a few years, from 88 to 91, I believe. And this is the last year of its production. You can tell the later years apart from the earlier ones just because this side strip here that runs down the length of the car, that's black on the earlier years. So that's pretty much the only difference. What can I tell you? This car was probably the most expensive RX-7 they made back in the 80s because it was a convertible model, but it was also like, done with leather and just all the amenities in it. So I think even back then it was like a $28,000 car, which was pretty expensive for the time. But that meant that, most of these were bought by older people. They weren't all raced and tricked out and ruined by, by teenagers and whatnot. And I was lucky to find this one in pretty good shape. It's all stock still. Well, I put some different springs on it. So the car sits about an inch or 2 inches lower than stock, but everything else looks stock still. Those wheels, those are the ones that came with it. Nice, BBS wheels made for Mazdas. And it's just a nice car overall. The build quality is very good. They used a lot of good parts on it. It's got, disc brakes all around with, I think, two-pot calipers in the back and 3 pots up here. Or maybe not. Maybe they're just bigger. Anyway, we got nice brakes. And let me show you with the top down, because that's really where the car shines, I think. Looks good with the top up, but it looks better with the top down. And you can see that top's in 2 sections. You can actually take this middle section out completely and stow it in the trunk to make it kind of like a target top. Or you can just take the top down like we're going to do right now. It's pretty easy as far as convertibles go. You pull the shades down, and then you got these little flaps here. Push that, and it releases this little hook. Same on this side. Pull it down, and we are ready to operate the top now. Oh, you gotta have the ignition on, of course, and the parking brake up, or it will do nothing. And there it goes. See, it stops automatically, so you can put the flaps back on. And then just down it goes, like so. Now, the only thing I really don't care for is once you get this down, you have to walk all the way around and click this little button to lower it down. Oh, and you gotta have the seats forward to let the thing settle down. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. So that's it. Looks pretty cool. If you're looking for just acceleration, this isn't the RX-7 you want. This is, even though it's a small looking car, it actually weighs about 3,000 pounds, which is heavier than pretty much every other RX-7 they made, I believe. And the convertible models never got the turbo engine here in the US. Which is actually okay with me, because every one of these rotary engines with the turbo seems to die after about 70,000 miles. But this is just the regular rotary engine. I've replaced all the rubber in it and all the oil lines and stuff, so it's running great. I think it's got 155,000 miles on it or so. It just, starts up and runs like a brand new car still, even though it's 23 years old. Oh, this is another thing I did. I put this in. That's not stock. That just, adds a little stability. But even though it's not a big powerhouse, the car handles really nicely. You can take corners very fast in this car. And interior-wise, it's pretty good too. There are some cheap plasticky parts. Like you can see here, this is already broken. Console's pretty decent quality. These seats are not original either. These are new seats that I bought and I put in. But the original seats were pretty much the same style, just nice leather. Got electric windows, power brakes, power steering. It's very much a modern car. It's very nice to drive. It's very comfortable to drive. The gas mileage is not the best though. That thirsty rotary engine. I usually get between 15 and 20. Well, closer to 15 most of the time. So it's not an economy car for sure. But at least it doesn't run on super. It just takes normal gas. Well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. I think this car is going to be a classic someday. Just one, because they didn't make too many of them, and two, it's just a really attractive car, I think. So I hope you enjoyed this little review, and go try an RX-7 out sometime.